Good evening, friends. I'm Dr. Ajay Shah, bringing this another evening live. We are talking about weight loss. This is part two, actually. If you have not watched part one, please watch the part one on YouTube. It's already on YouTube, but you don't have to watch it to continue watching this thing today. But after this today's episode is done, please go back and watch part one on YouTube. Thank you. I'm sitting down with my wife Jayshree. So let me start the slides, and then we'll start the program. So again, our program is called Shah's Big Fat Truth. So we're going to be talking only science-based and evidence-based methods to lose weight. We're going to be talking about fat because when we want you to lose the weight, we don't want you to lose the muscle, we don't want you to lose the water. We actually want you to lose the fat. So it's a fat truth, and it's a big fat truth because as we know that America is getting obese. We covered this obesity in our part one, so please watch part one after you're done with the part today. Let's start with Jayshree.
So we are continuing part two. So every day you should eat at least 2 cup of beans or 2 cup of lentils or 2 cup of sprouts. Like I make muk sprouts. You can make different sprouts. That is including 2 cups. And if you can eat 3 cups, like every meal, you can include lentils or beans. That will be optimum. So try to at least do 2 cups. And I think flour has to be out because you are trying to lose weight over here. You're trying to become healthier. So really the flour is very processed. So really if you can avoid flour, that will be the best. So no bread, no tortilla. So definitely flour is out. And if you really absolutely have to use it, use healthy flours. So like oat flour or millet flour or sorghum flour or brown rice flour. So really, so if you absolutely have to use it, use healthy flour. And you can use oat groats because a lot of people like to eat oats in the morning. So we recommend oat groats because oat groats is the first version of the oats, so which is very, very healthy, which is not processed at all. And still cut oats is processed. This is second version, still is good. And roll oats are a third version. But I would prefer the oat groats. And if you're making oat groats, I did post the recipe on the YouTube. One of the recipes with oat groats and lots of vegetables I have put. So if you are eating oat groats, just try to make it with vegetables. So you can eat your morning vegetables and oat groats both together, so it will become very, very healthy and you'll be very, very full. And you can really do 3 servings of fruits. I usually use my fruits in my salads because I want tasty salad and I don't want to add anything. So I put all my fruits for my salads. And I put lemon, but I don't put anything else in the salad. So fruits, either you can eat it alone or you can eat with salad really, because it comes out amazing. And I will show you my chopped salad. I will post the recipe eventually because you can make a beautiful salad with the fruits and with all the grains anyway. And no nuts if you are trying to lose weight, because nuts are a lot of calories and it will be hard to lose weight. So, and if you absolutely have to use the nuts, use walnut. And we really recommend no more than 1 ounce if you absolutely have to use it. And you can put in your salad if you need to. But avoid nuts if you're trying to lose a major amount of weight. Only 1 tablespoon of flaxseed because flaxseed has omega-3. So it's very important to get your omega-3. So you can really drink it with the water. You can just dilute in the water and drink it. or you can put in your salad. You really just eat only until 80% full, because you don't want to stuff yourself, you know. You want to feel good after eating it. So make sure you're 80% full, so you're not really kind of filling up yourself so much. So you can.
Okay, like eating beans or some type of legumes with every meal is very important. Beans are actually considered prebiotic, and the bacteria in your colon thrives on the beans. So beans are really, really very important. Again, like Jessie said, avoid flour as much as possible. In our house, we just eliminated all the flour. We'll be showing you our pantry tomorrow, but we don't have any flour in our house anymore. Oat groats are the best. Uh, like Jayshree said, no nuts, and have 1 to 2 tablespoons of flax seeds, and eat 80% full. If you eat 80% full, eventually your stomach will shrink, and even with a less food, you will get full satiety. So try to eat 80% full.
I use a lot of spices in my cooking. I use fresh herbs, and I use like cilantro, I use lemon, I use mint, I use jalapeno, I use fresh turmeric, fresh root, I use ginger. I literally, I love spices and I love fresh ones, and I like dry ones too. So, because when you are using spices, you really will not have to use salt, and you will not have to really use any oil. You really do, it tastes amazing with spices. So try to include a lot of spices in your cooking so you don't miss other things, you know, the salt, oil, and sugar. And I use a lot of lemon in my cooking, because if you're not using salt, lemon helps a lot. When you put lemon and garlic, you don't need salt really. And no fruit smoothies, because fruit smoothies has a lot of calories, and we are eating our fruits alone. So you really don't need to make fruit smoothies. And you can make green smoothies if you really, really want smoothie. I make green smoothies with tomatoes, with mint, with really with basil. So you can put lemon, you can put really little black pepper. So you can make it really, really good, tasty smoothie, you know, green one. And make sure you are drinking slowly. I think it should take 1 hour to drink smoothie, so it can digest slowly in your system. And no protein powders, because protein powders are very processed, I think, and we are getting enough protein. Really, you are eating your beans and you are eating your greens. I think everything has a protein. So you don't have to worry about the protein. This protein powder is like oversold in this country, really. So no protein powders, no processed food. So protein powder is processed, so we don't eat it. And no liquid calories. I think in liquid calories, you can eat soup. If you are making soup, you know, soup are very heart healthy, very nutritious. You can put a lot of grains inside, but no other liquid calories. And you can eat on the dining table, and you really can have a mindful eating, eat nicely, eat quietly, you know, and chew your food a little longer. And you can eat 3 meals. I think we recommend not to eat any snacks. If you are eating, there is a lot of food we are offering. So really, if you're eating 3 meals, you are going to be full until your second meal, definitely. So
Again, like Jayshree said, try to use spices to cook, not the salt, because salt not only is not good for you in terms of high blood pressure, heart failure, many other issues, but also salt actually is an appetite stimulant. So when you have salty food, it increases your appetite and you'll be eating more food. Also, avoid fruit smoothies, a lot of free sugar in there, and those smoothies are not healthy. In terms of protein, Americans get a lot more protein than what is recommended. So don't go after any high protein diet, particularly no protein powders or protein bars. Um, and always sit at the dining table and enjoy the meal. Take at least 30 minutes to eat a meal, chew longer, and take your time. It takes about 20 minutes for your brain to know when you are full. So if you're eating slowly, your brain will give you signal when you are full. So eat slowly, eat at the dining table. And again, try to eat only 3 meals. Even 2 meals may be even better, but eat 3 meals. If you absolutely need snack, in the early part of this program, then you can have some vegetables or fruits as snack, but don't have any processed food or protein bars or chips as snacks.
So tomorrow we are cleaning our pantry for sure, tomorrow morning. So we will show you tomorrow how to clean our pantry. No avocado because avocado has a lot of calories. We think avocado is healthy, but one avocado has so many calories and there's so much fat. It's a good fat, absolutely. But right now, our goal is to lose weight. So no avocado while you're on this journey. And no chips, cake, cookies, and pizza. We all have experience. Whenever we start with one chip, we never really stop at 5 chips. We really eat a lot of chips. And same thing with cookies and cake and pizza. So really try to just get rid of those things from your house. That's what I would do. Anyway, it's not healthy. So it's not good for health. And you can really buy lentil pasta. We do buy lentil pasta. We buy chickpea pasta. You can have a spaghetti of chickpeas or lentil. You can have a lasagna noodles. You can buy everything from lentil. I think all those things. And it really tastes amazing because you can put a lot of spices and really eat. Yeah, I don't think you're going to miss regular spaghetti from wheat. So definitely, I think you can try those things and avoid gluten as much as possible. Sometimes some people have gluten allergy and we don't know sometimes. So try to avoid gluten and you can really make your to-do list every day in the morning because I have marked whenever we do list and when we check it off, we feel so good. We accomplish so many things today and our dopamine really goes up and really feel good hormone goes up. So definitely, to-do list is really good for you because you will feel better end of the day. So you can use really in our house. We are using whole food plant-based yogurt. So like we are using non-dairy yogurt, like soya yogurt, or we are using almond yogurt. Most of the time we are eating almond yogurt. And you can just use plant-based yogurt. So really, you can either eat yogurt or take probiotics because you need some probiotics, if you're not eating yogurt. So either or is fine. And no popcorn because popcorn has a lot of calories. We never stop with little popcorn. Even if you pop in the air popper, still is a lot of calories. So really, and so try to avoid popcorn if you can. And no watching news because news has a lot of negative things right now. And so really you can just watch on your phone. You can just download the app and you can just look at news for a few minutes and you're done for the day. Don't watch continuously the news because it really affects your system. And try to avoid negative people because negative people will drain you. They might not believe in you. You know what I mean? So try to stay away. And you usually we all know who are those negative people. So you can just try to avoid those people. And if you're really stressed out, it's okay to go to counseling. It's okay to take help. So anyway.
Again, I think it's very important that we actually have healthy microbiome, which is again the bacteria in our colon. It's proven now that people who have unhealthy microbiome, they are unable to lose weight. So try to have some kind of fermented food. It could be either fermented food you make yourself, or it could be a non-dairy yogurt, or you can even take probiotic tablets if you don't want to have too many calories. But definitely have some kind of food which has a bacterial culture in it. Also, emotional eating is a major issue. So try to not watch any news because that's going to definitely create a lot of negativity. There's nothing on TV right now than negative things. There is no reason to watch every storm in the world or every political news in America. There's absolutely no need for it. I get my news just by going to a CNN app. You can do CNN app or a Fox News app, whatever app you like, but try to not watch the news on TV. Also, avoid negative people while you're trying to lose weight. Not meeting people who put you down is absolutely the must thing to do. Again, taking care of our mind is very important. Also, if you're going through any mental health issue like depression, anxiety, bipolar disorder, or any kind of mental issue, panic disorder, then make sure you reach out to your primary care physician or reach out to a psychiatrist or a counseling to a psychologist, because while you're going through mental illness, it will be very difficult to lose weight. So take care of your mind first before even you go on this journey of weight loss.
So you should know your list of trigger foods and really remove from the house. We all know what triggers our appetite, like we don't keep ice cream in our house because it triggers us. So really like in Indian food, like mamra, poha, all those are trigger foods. So try to avoid those foods from the house, chips. So many really you know your trigger food really. So try to kind of because you will not start with a little food. So anyway, so try to avoid those things. No dry fruits or even no dates even really right now because dates has a lot of calories. So really dry fruits has a tons of calories than fresh fruits. So try to avoid dry fruits completely. And you don't supposed to buy junk food. So when you are going through really gas station or getting your coffee or so don't buy junk food at all. And so it really just try to avoid junk food completely about buying. No butter in the house. I know we all love butter and we all love ghee. Indians love ghee. We all grew up with ghee and we all love the taste of ghee and butter. But try to really eliminate completely. You are not going to miss it after a while. It's all fat and it's all really it's not good for your health at all. We all are brainwashed. Oh, we should eat ghee with our roti, with our things. But really just eliminate completely dairy. So, and I use unsweetened soya milk for my tea. You can really drink unsweetened soya milk. And I buy Whole Food brand. I like that taste. I have tried so many different brands. So you can find your own plant-based milk, what you truly enjoy.
So then this list is going to be an extensive list. This list will be on every weight loss episode we are going to do, 3 to 5 times a week, even hopefully more. But this list, you should be having it in front of you all the time. So please take your time to write down this list on your phone or on a piece of paper and have it in front of you as often as possible throughout the day. And I would keep it on the phone and read it, whenever you have time, whenever you have free moment, read it on the phone. So let's start that list. Again, we have covered that try to eat 1 to 2 pounds of raw green vegetables. It's too much, I know, but if you eat 1 pound of raw green vegetable and 1 pound of cooked green vegetable, let me tell you, you will be losing 2 to 3 pounds of weight every week. Also, eat 1 cup of legume with each meal, which we covered that in this episode. Also have about a pound of starchy vegetable like potatoes, sweet potatoes, just boil or air fry. Also, all cooking has to happen either in the water or vegetable broth. Avoid all the oil by all means. Our house, we use zero oil now.
And you can use 1 to 2 servings of intact grains like black rice, brown rice. That's what we use at our house. You can use Italian farro. You can use oats. So you can use those things. And really, we recommend you to drink lots of water. You can drink at least 1 gallon of water. You can get a jug from Amazon or jug from anywhere. And sleep 7 to 8 hours. I think sleep is very critical to lose weight because you want to be relaxed. You will feel better next day. And meditation for 20 minutes, 3 times a day, as much as you can do. So in pranayam, you can do 20 minutes daily to clear and clean your mind, and that will help you a lot. And if you don't know how to do pranayam, I'm willing to teach you and do the video. So just put in comment section and we will do the video.
Also, start learning how to observe your breath. Whenever you have free moment, obviously when you can safely do it, not while you're driving, but when you're sitting 5 minutes at work in between your work schedule, try to just sit, relax, and observe the air moving through your nostril. And I do that thing even between my patients pretty much every day. So observing breath is very important. That lowers your stress, and then you don't have that emotional eating. Also, try to do 1 hour of exercise, and exercise should include cardio, where you raise your heart rate, some strength training where you lift weights or you do your body weight like calisthenics, and also do 20 to 30 minutes of stretches and yoga. Also, try to expose yourself to sunlight every day if you can. If you don't have adequate sunlight in the area you live, then consider buying 10,000 lux light, which are available on Amazon, and sit for half an hour in the morning in that 10,000 lux light.
Nature is, you can go for a nature walk or you can experience nature. You can just go out and get a fresh air. No news on TV. We already talked about that today. In maximum 30 minutes of TV, you should have a big a big BM. So really, if you're eating all this food, I think you should not have any problem about going for BM. Clean refrigerator and pantry, we talk about that already, and we are going to do it tomorrow morning. Eat at home. I cannot emphasize enough about eating at home. You will save your money and you will save your health. So it's a win-win-win situation for eating at home and packing your lunch from home.
Also, try to go whole food, plant-based, no oil. But if you cannot go overnight to 100% whole food, plant-based, up to 10% calories can come from animal products. Try to have animal products which are much more healthier, like grass-fed meat and beef. Uh, you know, Also no-fat dairy. Also chicken, which are more grilled chicken. So try to have a healthy meat, but definitely not more than 10% of your calories. So 90% of your calories should come from whole food, plant-based, no oil diet. Also, stress management is very important. We cannot emphasize enough that when you are stressed, when you have any kind of mental illness, it will be very difficult to lose weight. So take care of your mind before you start on this weight loss journey. Also, family and friends are very important. When you do this weight loss journey together with a spouse or with a family or with friends or with a buddy, it will be a lot easier, it will be a lot fun. Also, have some kind of spiritual practice to keep the stress low. Also, daily weight is going to be very important. We ask you to do every morning, right after you wake up in the morning, after you have a bowel movement and pass the urine, weigh yourself and track that weight. You can track it on your phone, or you can have a notebook in your bathroom and write down the weight every day. Also, measure your waist diameter once a week, because many times you may not be losing weight in pounds, but your waist may be getting smaller. Maybe your clothes are feeling better. So again, measuring waist is as important as measuring weight. Also, try to measure body fat. There are different machines available. You can also measure body fat once a week or once a month.
Blood pressure and sugar should be monitored because this diet is so healthy, whole food plant-based diet. You should really go to your doctor and make sure you are in supervision about lowering your medication, because you might have to lower your medication because it's going to go down definitely. And with your insulin will go down too. So eat within 8 hours of window if you can, and light dinner. And if you can do once a week or even more, fasting once a week, 24-hour of fasting, that'll be great. That will help you to reset your system. You will feel light, you will really feel better even. Any questions if you have, just put on comment section. We'll try to answer it back on the Facebook.
Again, we have covered this thing many times, but absolutely no salt, no oil, and no sugar. If you are serious about losing weight, these three needs to go. Actually, it would be almost better that if your house does not have these three things. Our house is almost like We don't use oil in any of our cooking anymore. Zero oil, literally. We still have some oil in the house, but our goal, and to be honest with you, I keep telling Jayashree, my wife, that we should have no oil in the house, period. Same with no sugar in the house, period. If we cannot make any dish without sugar, we should not make that dish. The same thing applies to salt. Jayashree has recently stopped eating salt. I've stopped eating salt for the last 5 years, but we both are not eating any salt. The same thing applies to sugar substitute. Sugar substitutes are also not good. So no Splenda, no stevia, no monk fruit, no monk fruit. So again, no sugar substitutes either. Try to have apple cider vinegar, 1 tablespoon with every meal. There's some data that helps with the weight loss. Also, do daily journal and have a gratitude journal. Again, this will help you to keep your stress low. This will keep you organized. This will keep your mind at very cool and calm, and that will lower any emotional eating. Like we talked earlier, take your lunch from home. It's not only cheaper, but it's much healthier. Even the hospital I work, our cafeteria does not provide any healthy food. Also, not eat any fast food. I cannot emphasize again and again, try to avoid any fast food if you are serious about losing weight. Also, if you go to restaurant or if you go to parties, look for whole food, plant-based, no oil options. Every restaurant has salads now. It may be a little boring compared to other people are eating, but let me tell you one thing. That boring food can be as tasty as any other unhealthy food if your mindset is changed now. So again, avoid any kind of unhealthy food at restaurant and at the parties.
I think grocery shopping, you really need to get organized and make a list and do grocery shopping on Sunday. So really, planning is must for shopping, before you go even. And batch cooking will help you a million too on Sunday. You can chop all your things or you can prepare all your meals even for the whole week and you are good to go really. So a no juice soda diet, sugar is up. I think we already talked enough about that. Just drinking only water, definitely. In your success, whatever you are doing, if you want to post on Facebook, that will be great because people will get motivated by you and you will make a difference. And if you are sharing with people, it's a caring. Sharing is caring. So to me, you should share with people what you are doing. And B12 and vitamin D and iodine and flaxseeds, I think you can take it. B12, if you are low, you can take it every day. Otherwise, take once a week. Vitamin D, you can take every day. And iodine, you can really, if you are low, you can take it and you can check it. And then whatever your needs are, you can take it. Flaxseed, we recommend 1 tablespoon per day.
Also, microbiome is very important. Microbiome is the bacteria in our colon. And when the bacteria are healthy, when bacteria are diverse, weight loss becomes easier. So definitely take care of your microbiome. I have a separate video on microbiome. It's already on YouTube, so please watch that video also. Also, try to avoid taking any antibiotic unless absolutely necessary. So if your doctor prescribes antibiotic, ask twice, do I really need it? It's so quick for many doctors to prescribe antibiotic, which many times is not necessary. Antibiotics are really overprescribed in this country. So avoid antibiotic unless absolutely necessary. Also, read or watch videos on YouTube or any other way, something related to health, something related to healthy eating, exercise, sleep, whatever topics you like, but at least try to watch 30 to 60 minutes every day. You can cover that during your exercise, or you can cover doing that in the evening, or if you're commuting, you can cover during the commute. But at least spend 30 to 60 minutes learning about something about health. You can watch our videos on YouTube. There are about 250 YouTube videos on our channel, Healthy Living with Dr. Ajay Shah. So you can watch those videos also. I take special effort and take special pride in creating this video. So please watch them.
Recipe replacement, like when you're making recipe, really, I think you can avoid all the unhealthy ingredients and you can replace with the healthy ingredients. Like for chicken, you can replace tofu. For really, to me, replacement is must with unhealthy ingredients. So really, food and mood journal is must. Whenever sometimes we are in bad mood and we really eat bad food, we have marked that. So make sure you check your mood before you eat, so you don't do same mistakes again. You know what I mean? So we want to make sure you stay healthy. Any health myths you should just really try to avoid.
So again, health means like while you're going through this journey, as you are learning from us, as you are learning from watching YouTube videos, reading books, reading articles, you may be learning something new which you thought was true but turned out to be not true. For example, protein. A lot of people think that protein is the most important nutrient. That's not true. Actually, it's the carbohydrate which is the most important nutrient. People who live 100 typically eat 60 to 80% carb in their diet. So again, keto diet is good diet is a myth. Keto diet actually is very bad diet. So again, all those myths as you go, try to understand, try to remember what myth you busted today. Also, learn how to raise dopamine. You can, like we talked about earlier, you can start doing to-do lists. And as you finish those things in to-do lists, your dopamine will start going up and you will now reach out for the food to get the dopamine up. We all want dopamine because dopamine is a feel-good hormone, and dopamine makes you feel, really happy and real fun, real joyful. So try to raise dopamine by non-eating way as much as possible. Also, we all eat about 3 to 5 pounds of food. Believe me or not, we eat about 3 to 5 pounds of food. So try to eat low calorie dense food. We will be doing a separate video on caloric density. So try to eat 3 to 5 pounds of low calorie dense food.
Eat until you are 80% full. Don't stuff yourself. No nuts or maximum 1 ounce because nuts has a lot of fat. Eat 2 to 3 meals and don't eat snacks in between. Only vegetable fruits as snacks. If you need to eat snack, you little longer. Eat at the dining table and no fast food for sure. Ask questions.
Again, asking questions is going to be very important. Ask questions on the Facebook in the comment section. Ask questions on YouTube. Send Jayshree a text. We'll give you a phone number. But again, ask questions as many times as you want. Also, like I always said, that if you have any kind of mental illness like depression, anxiety, ADHD, bipolar disorder, or any other mental panic disorder, you will not be able to lose weight. So take care of your mind before even you start taking care of any weight loss. Again, no flour, we covered that in this video. No gluten as much as possible. Try to go for non-gluten grains as much as possible. Also, this concept of preloading before meal is very important. So before you eat your lunch or dinner, have an apple or have a salad or have a soup, some kind, or have a glass of water, some kind of low calorie dense food just before your main meal. Also, walking after each meal is very important. I walk every day after my meal. After my lunch, even at work, I try to walk 20 minutes. And after dinner in the evening, after I come home, I typically walk 1 to 2 hours. That has been my habit for the last 5 years. And I walk after each meal. So you should be walking after each meal also. Again, to re-emphasize again, no salt, no oil, no sugar. Also, there are different types of stress, but one of the important stress is financial stress. A lot of people have a lot of financial issues, particularly right now with COVID-19 going on. Try to be very frugal. Try to take care of your finances as much as possible. Also, no processed meat. Processed meat actually is a class 1 carcinogen, and that can cause cancer as bad as smoking. So no processed meat. That means no bacon, no salami, no hot dog. Again, avoid all processed meat 100%. Also, try to lower your work stress as much as possible by having a good relation with your superiors, with your boss, good relation with your coworkers, and taking your breaks during the work, moving every hour during the work, doing few minutes of meditation between, whenever you get a chance, observing your breath. So lowering work stress is very important. Also, if you have not had your thyroid checked, make sure your thyroid has been checked recently, because when your thyroid is low, you will not be able to lose weight. Also, if you are obese or overweight, checking A1C, which is the measure of diabetes, is very important, because if you are diabetic, it will be very difficult to lose weight. Also, always know purpose to lose weight. We cannot emphasize enough. You have to have a higher goal, higher purpose why you want to lose weight. That could be reversing diabetes, that could be reversing high blood pressure, that could be fitting in your wedding dress, that could be a high school reunion coming up, that could be seeing your grandkids' wedding, whatever. Or that could be living 100 years old, whatever. But have a purpose why you want to lose weight. Also, know your dirty dozen and clean 15. Google this term, dirty dozen, clean 15, and you will find a list of all the plant-based food which should be eaten organic and which are okay not to buy organic. Because when you eat whole food plant-based, no oil diet, it's very important we don't get too much pesticides or too much chemicals. So again, know your dirty dozen and know your clean 15. Again, we covered batch cooking. You can cook once a week, or if you prefer, you can cook twice a week. Have enough containers in your house so that way you can pack them properly and take them to the lunch. Invest into buying a big lunch bag so that way you can take your food from home.
I think be frugal. We already talked about that. And really, when you're making your salads, we want you to eat different vegetables. So try to include 30 vegetables in 1 week. Don't, because there are different things in different vegetables. So try to use 30 different vegetables per week. So when you're making your salads, you can put so many different vegetables. So try to use variety of fruits and vegetables. Fruits as desserts you can use, really, if you are addicted to dessert, that's what we do in our house in case, if we need to eat. No calories counting, because this is all whole food plant-based diet. And so no calorie counting. No keto or paleo, absolutely not. Intake grains, we already talked about that, about brown rice and black rice and other things. And you want to talk about?
I think when a lot of people ask me this question, that what should be the macro ratio? Macro are the protein, fat, and carbohydrate. Let me give you what the safe and healthy macro ratio is. You should be eating 75% carb, which should be all whole food, plant-based, no oil carb. That means vegetables, fruits, which are cooked in boiled water and which are fresh. 15% from the fat, and that fat should be mostly poly and monosaturated fat, very minimum saturated fat, and 10% should be protein. And protein should be plant-based as much as possible. So again, don't go for the keto macro. Keto macro is only 5% carb, almost 60 to 70% fat, and about 25% protein. So don't go for the keto macro. Don't go for the paleo macro, which typically has about 35% protein, about 50% fat, and 50% carb. So again, don't go for keto macro, don't go for paleo macro. Go for the macro I told you, which is 75% carb, whole food, plant-based, no oil carb, 15% fat, poly and monosaturated fat, and 10% protein, mostly plant-based protein. I also want you to watch as soon as you can, as early as you can, hopefully in next 2 or 3 days, a documentary called Fork Over Knives. Fork Over Knives. I will be giving you the different names of different documentaries, but start with these documentaries as soon as you can. Also, we cover non-dairy yogurt. Eat every day some form of non-dairy yogurt, because that will give you probiotics.
No dry fruits, so we already talked about that. It's a lot of calories. No flavored water, absolutely not. Uh, Safe AJ, we really are very fond of her and we love her. And so you really, and she has a lot of great information in her videos. So you can watch Chef AJ video. You can watch Dr. Foreman video too. I think he has done a great job for whole food plant-based diet. So they both are our favorite people. No fast food, absolutely not, and no processed food.
If you have any questions, Like I said, always ask in the comment section, always text Jayshree, I'll give you the number, always put in the YouTube comment section, and we will answer every question you have. If we don't know the answer, we will look it up, we will ask the right people, but we will find the question, we will find the answer for you. And again, this is a Jayshree's number, 614-8182, area code 517. She will always answer her text. So if you have any question, please text her. Don't call her, just text her, and she will always get back to you. So again, we covered today this part 2 of our weight loss education program. We'll be doing at least 3 times a week, possibly 5 to 7 times a week. Watch this video again and again. This video will be on YouTube probably by tomorrow. Share with your friends. While you're watching this live on the Facebook, please share on your page. More people learn, more people do it together, it'll be easier to lose weight. So again, have a great evening, and we'll see you tomorrow.
We want you to be healthy and happy. That's our goal. So thank you for watching. Thank you.